back on Egman Soch ki ttalk, train of thought with a series of episodes with Mrs. Aditi Gupta. She's a professional marketer and a soft skill trainer. And it's excellent insights what we are having as far as the personality which is concerned. Ma'am, welcome to this ttalk Egman Soch ki.
Thank you so much.
And our episodes on personality. Now, when we talk in terms of time management, many a times like the time management plays a very crucial role as far as the productivity which is concerned. According to you, what are the advantages of time management?
So in real terms, what we always, I always convey this, that the most powerful word in our time management vocabulary is no. That is the most powerful word. It can either allow you to do a job or do things that you want to do, or it will allow you not to do the things that you can do it. So the advantages of time management is, you are able to plan and organize things in a much better way. Everything that you even if you are talking about going from here to a station or going to getting a grocery and everything, needs planning and an organization skill, where you are planning that, okay, what do I want to do, where do I want to do, and what are the other areas where I need to focus on. How do I plan all the elements? For an example, if you are doing a shoot right now, I'm sure you must have prepared, you must have checked your lights, phone, voice, XYZ. So there is a checklist. So you need to become a little bit more planned in terms of managing your time efficiently. The other element most important is prioritizing. Is this really important for me? Is it the most urgent element of my 5 tasks that I have written down during the day? So it's best to note down, especially in the work culture. A lot of people don't come to office, sit down, give those 15 minutes and put it on diary, just those 5 things that you're going to do during the day. I'm not saying that you write about 10 things or 15 things. Of course, there is always things which will keep coming. But how do you prioritize those things? So when you're saying I'm prioritizing, I need to know what am I supposed to do during the day.
Correct.
So when you come to office, why don't you make a note of it? Make a note, list down 5 things that I'm going to do. Then you just divide them into the most urgent, and you have to immediately do it. Then most urgent, but you can delay it a little bit. And low urgent, which can be if these things are not done, can be pushed into another day, or maybe it can be done during the later of the day. And how do I manage that? So prioritizing is one of the advantages which allows you to reach the results during that particular day. And take it small by small. We often rush into things. I feel one of the biggest advantages of being a good time manager is equipping yourself with doing things and getting things done. So there is no element as such, but there is yes, this is what it is. This will take 2 hours of my time. This is what it will, allow me. And at the end of the day, then you are the happy person, right? That you are able to achieve what you're supposed to do. Then again, delegating and accountability. Delegating and accountability, delegation and accountability is something which a lot of startups are having an issue with, because all the founders, all the senior team leaders, a lot of time they want to handle everything. They want to do little things, and they occupy themselves into these operational elements which may not be important as much as their strategic decisions or a business goal. So lot of people, even in the corporate as well as the startup culture, need to understand delegation is important. You have to understand it's your team, and you have to build that quality in your team. And accountability is taking that ownership, that yes, I take the accountability. Might be the person from your team is doing it, but make sure that you're accountable for what you are trying to achieve over here. It can max to max, what can happen? 2 things can happen. Either you can succeed or either you can learn out of it. There is no failure out of it, right? Either you succeed or either you learn. So having that ownership, having that mindset of yes, what is the worst case scenario and what is the best case scenario allows you to become the owner of that particular task. And that is one quality which which the advantage of being that good time manager. Another, what we would say, is stress management. These days everybody is stressed.
Correct.
How will I do it? When will I do it? Why should I do it?
Correct.
Okay, so that is something that time management, if you're efficient enough, if you plan, if you organize things, if you prioritize things, If you delegate certain essential elements or non-essential elements or whatever the required things are to your team or to other people, if you create a framework where you know that these are the things I need to do, this is the most urgent, this is the less urgent, then I think you can reduce your stress levels.
And that's even you can imagine a distraction to a certain extent.
Yes. See, you have to consider that you are living with humans. You cannot avoid distraction. There has to be casual conversations. There will always be tea breaks. There will always be meal breaks. But in that, how do you manage your time effectively?
In an effective way, that's more important.
Yes, that's more important. Yes. And one of the biggest advantages, it allows you to succeed at every level.
Okay.
If you are aiming to succeed, if you are aiming to get promoted faster, if you are aiming to achieve certain targets, aiming your goals, milestones. So personally also, this becomes very essential that how good time manager you are.
Correct.
Most of the biggest leaders, we cannot be sometimes at middle level and senior level. You cannot be as busy as the CEO is.
Correct.
But why the CEO is able to manage so many functions? Because he's a good time manager.
Correct.
Because his personality allows that discipline and determination of also delegating things.
Correct.
So that is how they, I think, manage the stress as well.
Correct.
And the biggest element, of course, is one of the essential qualities, like we say, is the time management system, which allows you to grow in your life and career.
Correct. Many a time I think you're more possessive of certain things, so you don't want to delegate the
you don't
work
want
to somebody else.
Or there's something that you want to take the credit. You want to always be the first one to take the credit.
Everything always, you want to show I have done. So that becomes a problem again. And what do you say about procrastination?
So there is, people often complain about lack of time, but procrastination is nothing, it is mainly the lack of direction. So there is one technique, I have come across one of the techniques in time management is eat that frog. Okay. Eat that frog means you know what is the worst work to be done in the day, and you keep delaying it. It's like, I don't want to do, either you're mood or either you're not prepared, and you know that it's going to take too much of time and it's so boring work, I don't want to do it. So eat that frog technique means, out of the entire list that you write down of your task, what is the worst one, what you're like really scared of or you don't want to do it, do that thing first.
Right.
Okay. So get rid of that frog first.
Correct.
That is the frog element. So that is something which we all should practice. A lot of times we just delay things because we don't want to do it.
Correct.
But do that thing first.
Then I think
it allows you to, it just allows you to be more active. Yes.
Good. I think it's a great insights given as for the time management, which are concerned. That's very crucial. As rightly said, like if you manage your time, you manage your business, and you manage your life too. Like it's very crucial at each and every aspects, whether it's a personal or whether it's a professional. The time management plays a very crucial role. And I'm sure, like it's as far as things to do list early in the morning, if you jot down certain points and work on those points in an effective way, that gives a more productivity as far as the time management which is concerned. Thanks a lot for your valuable insights as to the time management which is concerned. And I'm sure, like if you like episodes with Mrs. Aditi Gupta on time management, just go to www.ttalk.net, subscribe and like the channel as much as you can. Do catch up with Mrs. Aditi Gupta on our next episode as far as the personality development which is concerned. She's a professional marketer and a soft skill trainer. Do catch up with her on our next episode. And thanks a lot for your valuable time. Thank you very much.